The Tasmanian Liberals are ramping up their push to abolish non-essential services and senior management positions instead of reducing funding for elective surgery. The opposition plans to use a motion in Parliament to force Labor and the Greens to vote on a raft of alternative budget cuts.
The elective surgery budget's been cut by $60 million over the next 3 years, and it's expected to delay thousands of operations. The opposition believes the savings could and should be made elsewhere.
Things like park and ride, on consultants and consumables, on non-essential things like the Tasmanian Together Board or the State Architect.
Let's review those things. Let's look at all the areas of expenditure that we could cut or defer. It's time to get rid of the luxuries.
The cuts were identified in the Liberals' alternative budget, but they're now planning to force Labor and the Greens to vote on the options when Parliament resumes next week.
We'll give this Labor-Green government an opportunity to get its priorities right.
The health ministers dismissed the opposition's suggestions as populist.
In their alternate budget, they accepted that we had to find $100 million worth of savings. They did not and have not identified any area within health that they think we can become more efficient.
A Green budget would have looked very different to the current budget. But until the Liberals put up something worth supporting, and to date they're a million miles away from that, we won't be able to support them.
The Liberal plan includes sacking an extra 25 senior executives, rationalising the social inclusion unit and reducing funding for the Fox task force.
This is an opportunity now for us as a community again to say, what do we put first? What do we fund first? Because I think people will say health, they'll say education, they'll say police.
Unions say they'll continue to make sure the public knows about every budget cut and its impact. Amanda Lovell, ABC News.